Okay, everybody, this is Barry and Z again with Hotep Kennels. We are at the vet trying to do a weigh-in for Isis to see how much she's weighing right now. She just turned 2 years the other day. What day was that she turned 2?
20th.
The 20th. The 20th she turned 2. So we're trying to see how much she's weighing right now. She just got recently bred, and we're waiting for confirmation on that as well. Come on, Mama. Come on. Isis. Come on. I know. Come on, big girl. Her nose all up in the air. Yeah, I know. Come on, baby girl. Come on. You gonna come to me or no? Icy. Isis. She's like, I don't know. Good girl. Come on, girl. Good girl. Come here, big girl. Good girl. Come on. Come, mommy. Come, mommy. Good girl. That mommy, good girl. Come on. Come, mommy. Come, mommy. Come, mommy. Come on. Come on, mommy. Come on. Come, mommy. Icy. Come on. You gonna jump?
This is not our usual vet. All right.
I know.
It's the closest.
It's the closest. I don't care about the closest. I want to go where I normally go. Come on, Mama.
Get a good look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Get a good look at it.
It's a big girl, huh?
Come on.
I think the last time we weighed her, she was 96 pounds. That's backwards. Okay, let me pause it so we can get her out. Alright, we're back. She actually went back inside the crate, so we had to help her back out. Come on, mommy.
I don't want to have to pick you up. Once you get down on your own.
Come on, beautiful.
Come here.
Pretty girl. Come on, Ma.
Let's go.
It's like all these dogs. I'm used to seeing them. Come on, baby girl. I see. There you go. Come on, big girl. Come on.
Why are you acting like that?
Nervous for I don't know. You said she ain't used to being here. There's a dog on your right. Hey. Come on. I stopped at 107.
Yeah.
What was it?
107?
107? What's the last name? And I'll update it in the records.
Duncan. Probably not number.
Oh, y'all are on flight?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I think so.
Here, look, let me look. What's the pet's name?
ISIS.
Isis?
It's an African goddess.
There is a girl at the, she was at the coffee shop at the Dallas airport. Her name was spelled just like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the goddess thing.
Mm-hmm. It's an African goddess.
Do you get what's your first name, sir?
Barry.
Baron, B-A-R-O-N?
B-A-R-R-Y. Barry.
Barry, I'm sorry. Duncan, DUNCAN?
Yes.
No, but I can add you in and start, keeping track of it if you need me to print up something ever.
Okay.
Can we do that? That way you have something, a paper that says,
Right.
Oh, look at that. It's a fish tank.
There's bubbles in there.
or your mailing address, sorry. If you were home, I'll fix it.
So she's 2 years at 107 pounds.
Yes.
Woo!
Lilo for 145.
Watch out. A 107 pounds.
She gained 10 pounds. Yeah, great.
And what was her birthday? I think it is. Shelly, there it is. I'm sorry, it's in Tyler. It's no longer a lot.
Oh. How far is Tyler from here?
How far is Tyler from here?
Yeah.
It's only like an hour and 15 minutes. It's not that far.
Okay.
I'm gonna write down this clinic name too.
Okay. So what all do y'all do at this location?
We pretty much vaccines. We can do a sperm count. We can do AIs, but we don't typically do them anymore just because we don't have the right instruments for it. You have to have a special instrument for it,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't. We have one, but it's just limited.
Okay.
And how is that? We don't do it all the time, so we're not that good at it.
Gotcha.
We used to, but we have our breeder clients have died down in the past 10 years, so we really don't.
Wow.
We don't. We're in the spaying and neutering business. You know what I'm saying?
Got
We're
you.
not in the procreating. But his name is Dr. Maris. Okay.
Okay.
And I'd write it down for you, but I can't find how to spell it. Oh, there it is. I found it. M-A-R-S. But we pretty much vaccinate, wellness.
The health
all
check
that
and
stuff.
everything.
Yeah, health check and stuff like that.
So if I
But
need to ship a puppy, I can come here.
yes.
How much do y'all charge for that?
For a health certificate, because there's two different ones. There's like an interstate, and then there's like a state line or something. $16 per puppy. And so that would basically be, we'd check their temperature, we would do a physical on them, make sure they don't have like cleft palates and the nose thing. We would make sure they don't have a heart murmur, make sure that they don't have any worms, and we would check their temperature. It's like 5 things that they do, and that's 16. And then you get a document. Do you think you're going to fly them or no?
Maybe fly, maybe ground shipping.
Because the flight thing, that's called an acclimation statement. So it really all depends on the flight. The
Distance?
the
Airline?
The flight, yes, the airline. What they require is just, and that's just something you would have, like if they're flying American Airlines versus Delta, they may have regulations that Delta doesn't have and whatever. And so you would just get that information for us and we would just abide by whatever you need. Some need acclimation statements, some need health certificates, some need that and a rabies certificate, it just kind of depends. So, but that interstate one is 16.
What's the age of the pup?
Usually, we've shipped them as Usually, routinely, it's no younger than 6 weeks because
Okay.
6 weeks is the soonest you can vaccinate them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because mother immunity is there for until they're 5 weeks of age.
So I have a question. When you do the health certificate, you said it's $16 a pup.
Yes.
Do you also have to do the vaccination as well, or do?
Well, depending, I mean, like if they came in, like if you vaccinated them on your own or whatever, and all you needed was a health certificate and that's all you wanted, then that's all that we would do. But if you needed us to do the vaccines as well, it's typically, like say she had a litter of 5. It's typically, we do what's called as a litter package, and it's $18 per puppy.
Okay.
Okay, let's say you wanted to keep all 5 for whatever reason. All right, you're keeping them. They all have names. We're not treating them as a litter anymore.
Right.
And they're 6 weeks of age. It's $59 per puppy. But they also get microchips. I mean, they get treated as individual patients. It's like getting a party platter or ordering an individual meal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Got
they
you.
each individually get treated. I mean, each individual patient, so we will treat them individually.
Right.
So it just all depends. But
Right.
if you're shipping them, we really don't typically microchip them because usually people don't follow through, and the microchip information stays with whoever instilled it, which would be y'all, and then we'd be calling y'all when Colorado calls us. You know, and so we typically don't microchip. I mean, we do. Don't get me wrong, we do if the owner requests it, but we typically don't, just because people don't follow through with their stuff. It gets, we'll know this dog has a home, but we can't get them back
Gotcha.
home because we don't know where they live.
And how much y'all charge for microchip?
So microchip only is $25, but if we were to do, like if you were to keep all 5 of them, if we sold puppies as individual patients, the microchips included in that package.
In the
In the $59 package.
59.
Yes, ma'am. And that would be for their first set at 6 weeks.
Okay.
And we typically do it once a month for 4 months in a row. So in an ideal world, which we're not in, we
Can I
usually
also
see
read the
puppies
coffee's prescription for the guy who's
at
had
8 weeks or 10
I just
weeks of
checked this
age,
morning.
but
He's got about
we
2
really like to see them at 6
weeks.
weeks.
Thank you.
And we do it once a month for 4 months in a row, so it's like 6 weeks, 10 weeks, 14 weeks, and we do their last set at 8 weeks. Because they really, studies show they really need 4 parvos in them before they're bulletproof, if you will, to parvo. But the problem is that breeders will vaccinate them like every other week, and they don't give the immune system time to take it in and do something with it, and then the immune system will just boot it back out, and people don't know that. So we'll put them up with vaccines, and they're like, well, I vaccinated them 20 times, why is it? But they do it so often that the immune system has no time to respond to it. The immune system's like, oh, hello, I'm dealing with this right now, and it literally boots it out. You might as well be giving them sterile water, and it's a waste of money. So, but you have to vaccinate them. You have to give time for those vaccines to take effect and get in their immune system, because if you do it too fast, like babies, you take babies, you go ever so often, it's the same exact thing.
And what's the time in between vaccinations? 4 weeks.
It's easy to say. It's actually 21 days, no
Okay.
sooner than 21 days, but 21 days on your calendar,
3 weeks.
It's hard to keep up with. If you say once a month, that's easy to keep up with. So that's why we typically say once a month. But
Is there-
to the science date, it's 21 days.
Is there a point of waiting too long?
Yes, I have.
You have to start over?
No, not start over, but you create a window of them being susceptible to catching parvo
Okay.
and distemper, because it's out there. And whether, like her, if she was vaccinated or not, if she was vaccinated or not, she's been exposed to those viruses, whether you knew it or not. And the reason why she didn't get sick is because either A, she had mother immunity when her body came into contact with it, or B, she was vaccinated and her immune system recognized it and rooted it out because of the vaccine.
And she's been vaccinated.
Yeah. So every puppy comes into contact with it. It just all depends where they are in where their immunity is when they come into contact with it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's just all, I hate to say it's based on luck, but it's really based on luck and
Right.
timing.
Yeah.
And vaccine quality. Vaccine quality is
Yeah, if it's been refrigerated properly and whatnot.
Yes.
What about you said something about rabies? Even when we was talking about shipping puppies, they're
Rabies,
young.
and that would depend on like the airline, which a 6-week-old puppy couldn't get rabies.
Right.
Rabies is the soonest given at three months of age. That's
Oh.
the soonest so 12
Oh,
weeks.
okay.
You can only do a rabies at the soonest at 12 weeks.
I was told 6 months.
Yeah, see, you're not the first person. So 3 months.
And how much is the rabies shots?
So if we do the rabies included in the, so the $59 one I quoted you, that's for a 6-week puppy. And then their second round, it bumps them up because they get more stuff. It's the $89 package, and that would be, because we do it 4 times, so it's actually $59, $89, $89, $89. And so the third, if they were 6 weeks when we started, the third round would be $89, and that would include the rabies. If you wanted a rabies only, it would be $21.50. And we always if we're going to do a rabies, we always microchip them, because one black cat looks like the next black cat. How do we know this black cat had a rabies and not this black cat? But if you scan it for a microchip, you're like, I know that cat had a microchip on this day. I mean, that cat had a rabies on this day because you have a microchip that ties that animal
to that shot.
Yes.
Okay.
Because, I mean, that's kind of an insurance thing.
Okay.
You don't.
So that means if we did the rabies, we also have to get the microchip at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Were you talking about people with multiple cats?
With what?
With their own multiple cats? Is that what you're talking about in that
Well,
example?
any kind of situation to where, let's just say you had 5 dogs, right?
Right.
And someone came into your yard and all 5 dogs went after somebody.
Okay.
All right. Let's say that somebody got bit, right? And you said, well, the guy was like, I don't know who bit me. It was just one of these. It was one of these red dogs that bit me. And you said, well, I know. I know this one was vaccinated. I'm not sure about this one. And the guy's like, well, I'm not sure which dog bit me. If all of them had rabies shots and all of them had tied a microchip to it, you'd be able to say, well, this one had vaccine on this day. This one had a vaccine on this day. You could tie it to, or if we're specifically talking about cats, and you don't know a black cat from the other black cat, if they were the new city ordinance here in Mount Pleasant, like right now speaking, perfect example. If he comes in here and your dog bites him, all right, bad, terrible, bleeding, there's blood everywhere, the law would have to be called, and then the police come and they say, let me see your rabies certificate. And you say, well, I live in the county. I don't, I vaccinate my dogs every 3 years. I live in the county. Well, the cop's going to say, well, city ordinance says you have to have a rabies every year, because that's what the city ordinance says. It has nothing to do with where you live. It's where the incident happens. So when the dog comes to the vet once a year to get his annual shots, literally, if the dog is waiting here for an appointment to get vaccines and the dog's overdue a year, that dog's done. If there is no rabies certificate to back that dog in a current calendar year, there's nothing we can do to stand behind him. Nothing. It's all in the hands of the law, and it depends on what they would either quarantine the dog or they would cut his head off and send it to Austin to test for rabies. I'm not joking. I've seen it happen. Not in this clinic. I've seen it happen. It's very extreme, and they don't play. Saw one time where a child was scratched in the face, and they thought the dog did it, and it was actually the cat, because the cat was being held by the kids, and the dog ran after the kids because he was chasing kids because he likes kids, like in a friendly way. And the cat burned out on this kid's face and laid her lip open, and of course in all the panic, they're like, what happened? And of course the dog's there, so they think the dog did it. Well, then they go to the ER, and of course rabies goes straight to the brain for humans. Well, it goes straight to the brain for any species, and they thought the dog did it. Laid the lip open. The pediatrician on staff who saw that kid and sewed up her lip called the police department, and the police department went to the lady's house, confiscated the dog, brought the dog up here, euthanized the dog, cut his head off because he was 6 weeks, just 6 weeks behind on his annual rabies. And that dog was an adult dog. That dog has had multiple rabies shots his entire life. The law didn't care.
Apparently, I haven't done everything.
Because city ordinance says every year, once a
On
year, every
time.
year. Every year, once a year. And so even if that dog had if that dog had been vaccinated that day or the day before, it would have been no problems. But every 365 days, they have to have a rabies shot. Because if an incident, and that's why we used to vaccinate every 3 years for our county clients, and we vaccinated once a year for our city clients. But now, because the city ordinance has changed, we have to protect our clients and we have to protect our patients because, yes ma'am?
So I need to find that care card.
It's in the, sitting at my desk to the left in the bottom drawer. And it has a black keychain. Huh? Yeah.
I don't know if I picked all this up,
Bottom
but
drawer.
dang.
Huh?
With a
I
black
said, I don't know if they
keychain.
picked all this up, but dang.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm recording.
So we have to protect our clients and we have to protect our patients.
Right.
So, because when the situation happens, and I've had to make the call. I've had to make the phone calls when the law calls me and asks me if so and so's current, and I have to tell them no. It sucks because I know what's gonna happen.
So basically, if you don't live here, and you bring your dog here, and your dog bites somebody,
Yes.
even though it's up to date, if it's not with the city, that's still a problem.
If you don't live here and the dog's not up to date by the Mount Pleasant City ordinance and bites the dog, correct. If you flew in from, I don't know, New York or whatever, Oklahoma's rabies shot is not legal in Texas because you can go to the feed store in Oklahoma and buy it. It's not given by a licensed veterinarian. I know it's wild.
So they want the veteran that gives the rabies shot to be veterinarian to be from Mount Pleasant. Has to be done here.
No, it doesn't have to be done here. It has to be given in the past calendar year. So let's say you
Okay.
came from Louisiana, let's just say,
Okay.
and your dog was vaccinated 364 days ago, and it bit somebody, you'd be covered because it wasn't 365 days. You'd be
Okay.
close, but the dog would be covered.
That's what I was trying to understand.
Whenever
As long
they're
as it's
not-
done, except for Oklahoma.
Yes, that's right. You're right. As
Yeah,
long
right.
as it's done in the past calendar
365
year, yes. Yes. If not, you're not covered.
Okay.
I know it's extreme.
Yeah.
A lot of
But-
information.
But, I mean, you know, how are you supposed to know unless somebody tells you? And it's those situations that we try to prevent when people don't know. And it's heartbreaking when it ends up being a terrible circumstance and decisions happen. That's when it sucks, because nobody ever told them.
So is that usually what happens to dogs anywhere that bite somebody, or is it just?
So
Here.
it's all based on what the doctor deems. So
Yeah, got home and.
there was a specific situation where there was a Catahoula and a friend had puppies, and a friend came over and, you know, you're just not supposed to mess with a mom. It's kind of understood that you don't mess with a mom with babies, you just don't.
Okay.
And he messed with the mama, and he got bit. The friend got mad, called the police. The police come out, and the police were walking up to the house, and the mama, you know, Catahoulas are like 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Charged the policeman. The policeman got scared and just backing up the shot, and shot her in the head. And brain is how they test for rabies.
Okay.
So then they bring the dog up here, and we have to send her head off to Austin to
Right.
test for rabies. Probably the dog didn't have rabies, right? Because she
Right.
was a mama that just had
Right.
15 babies under the porch, you know? And of course we did. And it was inconclusive because he shot her in the head. So the owners had to pay for the head being cut off and shipping the head to Austin, which is like a $250 shipment for postage, not the procedure.
Just like shipping a puppy. That's
Yes.
crazy.
And let me tell you, it was a lot of emotion. I was here that day. There was a lot of emotion going on between the cop and the kid and the mom, and it was because it was the kid's dog, and he shot my dog. It was terrible. But the moral of that story is that dog was not current on rabies.
I'll be up to date.
But so
Except for in Oklahoma.
it would have been a bad deal if that dog was current on rabies and that guy shot that dog. It would have been a bad deal. But because it wasn't, they were falling back on, well, you know, the dog could have been rabid, blah, blah, blah. But it was still, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was still not right.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If a big dog was coming after me and I had a big gun in my hand, I don't know what I would do. I can't say what I would do in that situation. I'd probably fear for my life. If a 150-pound dog was coming after me like it was going to eat me, I'd probably do. But when the dust settles, you just keep your dog up to date. Everything's hunky-dory.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
And tell people, like, don't come over here. Don't mess with my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Leave my dog.
Don't come over my house.
Don't come from my house. Don't come provoke my dog. Because if she bites you, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
She's your baby.
Yeah. I appreciate all the information.
You're welcome. Absolutely. It's definitely a lot to chew on. I understand.
Yes.
Yeah, it's important to keep to be up to date and keep them vaccinated.
Yeah.
For their protection too.
Yeah.
Along with being abiding by the law, because that's the only one, rabies is the only one by law you have to
yeah.
do. But, yeah, it's a real thing.
All right.
But anytime you need to reweigh them, we'll get them. I can order for you and print it the same thing for you.
Okay.
Or if you need to make an appointment, we can give you one of our visits.
You must.
Anytime.
Okay.
Just give us a call. We
All
can
right.
book you an appointment.
Okay, thank you.
You're very
I
welcome.
have a question. When was the last rabies case? You know,
So I wish, let's see, that we tested positive or in Titus County. That we did, that we sent off, that was a call.
or in general.
I'm trying to think, I'm sorry. I've been here for 14 and a half years, and I have never witnessed a dog come in that was rabies positive. We have sent off skunks that have bit
Okay.
pets. Yeah. And bit owners. That's another bad. That's even worse. I know Titus County, that clinic over there on Industrial. They did one. It's probably been about 8 years ago. It was a house dog that got rabies, and they took the dog was sick. You know, it's like Old Yeller. Have you ever seen Old Yeller?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's for real a scary movie, but it's sad. It's an old movie. Anyways, Old Yeller gets rabies, and they have to go shoot Old Yeller, right? Because he's got the sickness, whatever. And it was classic signs, like the dog was asleep, and then all of a sudden awake and like aggressively, like a scary movie, aggressively biting at the cage. They had to euthanize the house cat, the other 2 house dogs, because they had no. See, my brother-in-law, my sister, I can't tell you when because it's all around. My sister's little scooter got, yes, horses get rabies. Yes. Because they see something flopping, you know, something being all weird, and they'll go to investigate it. Well, whatever, will scratch them or bite them, I mean, their brains messed up. And then the horses get rabies. My sister's horse, they had to put my sister's horse down 2 years ago because the scooter got rabies. And because my brother-in-law handled the halter, it travels through any kind of secretion. So saliva or like eye boogers, whatever. Of course, works on a ranch, so he's got constant little cuts on his hands. And because he held the leash that had saliva on it, my brother-in-law had to get the $10,000 post-exposure shots. And let me tell you, they are 14 gauge needles. You know how big 14 gauge needle is?
Yeah, I've been hit with them.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And the vaccine that the post-exposure vaccines that they give you, he said is thick as molasses.
Yeah.
And he said I will never do that again. And I said, did everybody get rabies shots when you went home that day? He said every, and they all kind of, he said every dang dog got a rabies. Everybody on my property got a rabies shot that day because science says they only need 1 rabies shot in their life. That's what science says, and it's there. But the law is different from science. The law says they have to have it every year.
In your lifetime, the science says you only need 1 rabies shot.
Isn't that crazy? But the law says different.
So that applies for both people and animals?
No, just dogs.
Just dogs. Science says
Science says
only 1 time.
your dog only needs a rabies shot 1 time in their life.
The law says
Every year.
every year.
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
So, you know, when people call us and they say, hey, my dog killed a skunk last night, right? We'll look at their records and say, well, he's current on his rabies. Did they get into a tussle or did they, just spray him? Well, he just sprayed him. Well, he should be okay. But if you want to come in for a rabies booster, you're more than welcome to come in. And that's normally what we say.
Yeah.
And normally they come in. Sometimes they don't.
Okay.
So,
All right.
but science
Right.
doesn't agree with it.
Right.
Alrighty. Learned a lot today.
You can go write a book when you get home.
Yep.
What a day.
Yeah.
Basically.
And what I need to do tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so we about to head on back.
Yeah, thank you.
Isis is 107 pounds. Told you she broke 100.
You ready? Come on.
Come on, baby girl. And action.
Y'all heard that, right?
We hope y'all heard everything
I
that
hope
was
y'all heard
said.
that. So basically, she was talking about where we live, the city ordinance is that you have to have rabies vaccinations once a year, every 365 days, and you cannot be late. If you are late and your dog bites somebody, they will euthanize and decapitate your dog and send the head off to Austin.
And you got to pay for all of it.
And you got to pay for all of it. It's like $250 to ship the head to Austin, like you shipping a puppy.
So that's so they can test the head to see if the dog had rabies or not. So Isis is 107 pounds at 2 years old and waiting to be confirmed if her breeding took or not. Woo, girl.
And who we brought it to, which was Kilo, is 185 pounds.
And she's not even done growing.
She's not even done growing. That's right.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pause this, or do you want to send it off right now?
Send what off?
Like the closing.
Oh. Man, we just learned so much information about these shots, and at least I'm glad I found out that we can just go ahead and get a health certificate done. If anybody wants a puppy, just get it done. And we'll ship the pup to you, whether it be from through air, through ground shipping, or if I personally come and deliver, which I prefer because I would like to meet you. But yeah, that was crazy information. But and what was she saying about the period of they do 4 vaccinations?
Yeah, they do 4. The first one starts at 6 weeks and is 1 month after that. And it also includes different things each month. She's saying that the first month they'll do the vaccination, but also like it includes the microchip and the rabies shots is like later on within that third month shot. There's a total of 4 shots that they do. And she said they space it out that way so it has time for the first shot to take to acclimate into the system to make sure they're not over boosting the dog with the vaccinations.
Yeah, it serves no purpose when you.
Yeah. So she says no more than 21 days, but they tell everybody a month.
Right.
Just to make it easier once a month. So
that being said, I would prefer to ship a pup after all that's done.
Yeah.
But I know people want to get their pup as early as possible.
Yeah.
I know I do. Now that I'm knowing all that, I want all that taken care of before I even get the pup.
Yeah, but she's saying that they can do a health certificate without doing the vaccinations or the shots. We can do those, and they can just do the health certificate, and they check for 5 different things for the health certificate, so it can be sent out. In order to get the health certificate, in order for you to receive the health certificate, they check 5 different things.
Right.
So, which is good.
Yeah. Make sure the dog's good.
Good
to go.
And she gave